you feel Kyle is being held to a much higher standard due to his last name? It's one way to look at it.
No.
Yeah, no.
It's a very good question.
Yeah.
Iggy, the people who watch these are very good questions and things I have not thought about before. I think at a certain point, maybe he got a break early on when he got a deal with Gruden because, his dad was in the league. But at a certain point, people forget about all that stuff. It's just like you, Iggy. You say it's nepotism, Lowell's son. What do I have to do with you now? With you, I don't know these people at Sports Illustrated. You're judged on your own production. Right. And I think Kyle is judged on his own production. So I would say it's not a relevant concept anymore.
And I think a lot of people believe in Kyle because of his last name. They see 1 year success in Atlanta, 1 year success in Washington, a young guy, and say, boy, he's got great bloodlines. He could be like his dad or even better without any of the accomplishments that his dad had, even though that he's gotten to the Super Bowl and lost it. So maybe there's higher expectations for him, but maybe there's more benefit of the doubt because of his last name. If his name was Mike Smith, maybe people be like, well, maybe he's not a genius. But you know who his dad is, you know his whole story, or you think, and you're like, okay, well, he's got it. He's going to figure this out. I don't know. That's the way I look at it.
Well, maybe he will. I don't think he's going to figure it out this season. And then, Iggy, he'll have 3 out of 4 losing seasons.
And what would that say about him? Wouldn't be good.
Know. I mean, he has a lot of excuses that are legit. True. But it's to say I believe they'll have a losing record this season. Of course, I could be wrong. Let's just pretend I'll be right. It's not a judgment. It's just a statement of fact. And what do you do with that?
Yeah. I mean, I look at the Pittsburgh Steelers. They never have losing seasons. Last year, they lost Ben Roethlisberger for like 13 games, and they still managed to go 8-8. And now they're undefeated. I think it's a reflection of they always use the word culture. I don't know what a better word would be, but it's a reflection of the standard, the foundation that you built, that if you have some injuries, the whole season doesn't go to hell right away, that you can actually compete even throughout all that. And I'd be curious. It'd be nice to see the Niners do that. If they can't, I mean, you don't write off Kyle Shanahan, but you notice it.
When Bill Walsh and then Seifert were in charge, boy, did they have a culture. Yeah. They were the 40 freaking Niners. Yeah. And I don't feel that at this time.
They didn't have this random 4-12 seasons, 5-11 seasons because they had some bad luck. No, you have some bad luck, but you find a way to make the most of it.
They had a standard and they had a culture.
And, if the Niners were to lose out the rest of they wouldn't really benefit from it. There's a lot of teams right now with 1 or 2 wins. Even if the Niners finish 5-11, they might get like the 12th pick or something like that. They're much closer to sneaking in the playoffs. So I'd like to see them have some pride and go for it. And I think they will. I don't know if they'll succeed, but I think they'll go for it.
By the way, I agree with you. And one thing I want to say in praise of Shanahan, and I guess Sal as well, his guys play hard.
Yes.
The Niners, they don't always play well, but boy, do they play hard. They don't give up.
Agreed. And if you remember how hard they played in New England, then you remember the week after that was another road game in Seattle. You could consider that a scheduled loss. It's exhausting. And then to finish up back-to-back road trips with the Thursday night game is cruel, especially when you're missing out all those guys. Now they have a week and a half to prepare. They'll be fresher. They're still one of the more clever, better coach teams in the league. I'm curious to see what they got. I don't know. It'd be too bad if they just went and got blown out and turned the page to next season already. I have higher standards for them. Do they have higher standards for themselves?
Quality control.
That's what I do. And I get paid a lot for it. All right, Dad. I think that's enough. I think we did it. I think I need to give you a call right after this.
Okay. Everybody, thank you so much for those questions.
They were great. See you next week, 11 o'clock Tuesday.